So, key point, key point. These videos have nothing to do with fame. These videos have to do with a global terrorist plot and people conspiring to implant people around the globe and conspiring different ways to tie hands and commit hand tying exercises, whether through fraudulent investments, illegal gambling rings, investments in stolen property. Um, what any ways your hands could get tied, these people look for ways to tie your hands. Because I'm a victim of various desperate people who stole trillions of dollars, trillions in tech, and committed crimes so severe your mind would be blown, from terrorist acts to dissemination of COVID to blackmailing law enforcement to using intimidation and coercion to influence the policy of a government, which is terrorism, as well as using intimidation and coercion as well as intimidating and coercing civilian populations. So this is about terrorism being ignored in America and around the globe. This is also about mafia-like entities involved in RICO and illegal gambling being ignored in America and maybe outside of America, being run by face people who aren't really respectable people who just pretend to be in that fall guys and make other people take the rap for their crimes while they say face and look respectable when they aren't. For instance, many of these people are involved with ritualistic community sexual violence on disabled people, as well as ritualistic covert murder on disabled people for entertainment, and also six senses of gratification that rapists, pedophiles, murderers, and terror and rapists, pedophiles, and murderers chase while abusing defenseless people. So there's a community of lunatics who stalk me as a community, and they use these neurophysiological weapons on me and shock my brain and heart. And they watch as a community as they slowly try to murder me with this technology. So these people are sick fucks. They're also not just using it for covert murder and covert destruction of my cerebral cortex with their neurosurgeries and things of that nature. They're also manipulating bets and robbing people around the world. So there's a lot of that too. But some of these people are real sick. They actually will see something I'm good at or this and that, and they'll do what they call a brain map. And they'll actually map my brain, watching firing patterns during specific processes and functions. And they'll actually send a brain map to these new age neurosurgeons, which are really kind of new age assassins and terrorists. And they use these radiation dispersal devices and weaponized neurosurgeries from satellites. And they'll actually try to destroy regions of my brain involved with carrying out these certain processes out of jealousy and they're just sick fucks. So they're sick in the mind. They're like, that's how sick some of these people are. So that's why you should understand why I am sometimes more than disgusted with some of these people. I mean, some people they saw me with an 8-pack in New York. They actually tried to make me fat out of jealousy. So these people are just disgusting human beings. Just they're sick in the mind. So people actually conspired to make me fat, and some of them actually literally held me hostage for 5 years. They're still holding me hostage, but they've held me hostage for 5 years and 5 months with this implantable technology, and literally locked up my nervous system, my brain, and were purposefully trying to stop me from working out, living a normal life, etc. And not only were they doing that, they actually get gratification and pleasure from doing such things. They actually get gratification and pleasure from harming human life and entertaining themselves, abusing and harming human life. So these people are real life Jeffrey Dahmer, serial killer psychopaths, and they may even be disguised as decent people and respectable people when they're not. So these videos aren't about fame. These videos are about informing the public about these psychopaths and serial killers on the loose in America, wearing masks, acting like respectable people, whether they're businessmen, rich people, occupational status people. I'm a victim of a community. Some maybe even be disguised as law enforcement. So some of these guys are. So I'm a victim of some real life sickos and psychopaths. Some may disguise themselves as freedom fighter, altruistic, greater good, but they're not. So that's what these videos are about: is informing the public about these lunatics, because you could be next to one of them and not even know it, because they operate with deceit and deception. They love understanding guy hustles. They love sensitivity hustles. They are face people and just outright liars and menaces to society, highly manipulative monsters. Some of these guys are don't even think it's a big deal. Don't even think breaches of Nuremberg Code are a big deal. They actually think highly illegal, unethical, inhumane human experimentation is like no big deal, no big deal at all. Like this device in my brain. They actually think it's no big deal raping someone of their privacy of consciousness. They actually think it's no big deal. They don't even ponder the consequences of people stealing passwords, banking information, all the information they can steal, whatever comes to awareness. Like whenever I type a password in a computer, the password will upload to a computer. And the people who they have handling this information are so irresponsible and unprofessional. It's scary. So that's another piece of this. I mean, they don't even think testing neurophysiological weapons out on people and WMDs is a big deal. So these people are mentally unstable, highly, or they know it's a big deal and they just lie through their teeth, or they have psychiatric illness, or they're like maybe the dumbest people in the world. But yeah, it's a really big deal. So someone needs to throw these guys in prison. Quit doing that. No, I really didn't like that. You're just manufacturing neurophysiological cues. So yeah, they think I like this. It's a really big deal. They think I like that. No, I didn't. And they're monitoring my nervous system and body while I'm doing certain things and talking. Some even actually try to hinder my nervous system while I communicate and hinder memory um, to impair me from delivering my message. So they're actually monitoring things while I'm communicating. So they thought I liked that movement, is what I overheard via telepathy. I really didn't. So some kids manufacture these neurophysiological cues to take advantage of their truth systems and sell them lies. So that's another piece of this. Praise Jesus.